Hi guys, here we are again with another video. Today I want to talk about Mexico City. Why Mexico City is the most trending city right now for street photography. Why a lot of street photographers are coming here to work to make their job as street photographers to document what is happening here in Mexico City. I think that I moved here in 2010, and I think that in almost 15 years to stay here, I can be an ambassador as a street photographer working in this city. Mexico City is an incredible megalopolis with parts that are completely different. Of course, downtown is fantastic for street photographers because it's like New York City but in the 70s, in the 60s, 70s. Maybe some parts also of the New York City of the 80s. So that made this city a different city from the others. A different city even included New York City. New York City, of course, is still considered the capital of street photography for many reasons. There it was it landed the real street photography. But Mexico City, as I said, is like New York City in the 70s. So where in the era where Gary Winogrand, Lee Friedlander, Joel Meyero is made their work, we can have the opportunity to make a kind of photography that maybe is in a certain way nostalgic. It looks like nostalgic, but respecting certain aesthetics of the street photography we learned to love through the work of the masters. No? So I think it's an exciting city for street photography. Because also it includes the surreal aspect of Mexico that is unique in the world. You can find things that you will not find in any other part of the world here in Mexico. And but by being a megalopolis, a metropolis with a lot is chaotic many times, with a lot of events. I can remember that the slogan of Mexico City in 2010 was a city in constant movement, and that is deeply respected also these days. Is in constant movement, in transformation. We can photograph a place and the day after will be another place. So it is never boring. I can assure you that it's not just downtown. On Saturday I photographed in a place that is called Linda Vista in the north of the city, in the north side of the city, very close here. I can reach Linda Vista by walking also, and is another fantastic place where I was able to photograph another kind of shots, no? Making some different shots. There is a residential part there, very close there is the Basilica of Guadalupe, and any place is different. You know, my work made in the barrios, in the popular neighborhoods, of course, is different from downtown. So there are big opportunities for a street photographer. It's like an amusement park here to make photos. Of course, you need to get familiar with certain things. It's not easy the first days to photograph. I know also colleagues that fail, didn't nail to achieve an impactful work despite they are experienced photographers. But I know other photographers that are coming here constantly. Matthias Wasik, for example, is one that I want to say, that I want to quote here, that is he's a photographer from New York City, and he's making a work here, a periodic visit here, allows him to make photos. And there are other photographers coming from New York City right now, many from Texas, for example, coming here, a lot from Europe also. And as a photo coach, I received a lot of photographers from any part of the world, because they want to live the experience with a workshop with me, with the street photography experience one to one. And I can see through his and her eyes the the impact that this city generates, because as I said, it's a chaotic, is vibrant, is with busy streets, so it is fantastic. For example, if you go to Zona Rosa, is another kind of part of Mexico City. It's still in downtown finally, but it's different from the pure center. And Zona Rosa, for example, has a big community of Korean people there, so the photos you make are different. There are a lot of restaurants, and the energy is different. In downtown is another kind of thing, but also in downtown, if you go outside of the first block or the first square, then you will find other places that are important to visit. Of course, you have to be careful to go in certain places. To go, for example, close to Merced, where there is also prostitution and drug dealers. It's not recommendable to go alone with a camera. You have to know. So it's better to go with a person that is a local person. That is why also, because many photographers choose my workshop, because for example the 4 hours experience can be productive in this sense. They go with an expert photographers, and apart to give my tips, sharing my experience, they go with a person that is a local, fundamental, despite I am a stranger, but I am already a local. I know how to move in certain places, and sometimes I go with my photographers in certain places with no risk, because I know what is possible to do. But of course there are places like Tepito that is not also very close to Tepito, very close to Plaza Garibaldi. Is not recommendable to go alone if you are a stranger with a camera especially. And apart this, Mexico City is fantastic. I know that the narrative many times says that Mexico is a dangerous place, but I can assure you, I photograph also in the barrios. I photographed and I photograph in Edomex, in the state of Mexico, that is not that safe. I am always with my cameras and nothing happened, nothing bad happened. In every part of the world, you can experience something bad, no? But I can assure you, apart the fact that here in Mexico, people is friendly when you uh, make photos. Also, the law is in favor of photographers. You can photograph in public without any problem, without asking consent. So for a street photographer, this is an amazing city, and this is the recommendation from a street photographer making his work here since 2010, 2009 to be precise, because I was for the first time here in December of 2009, and I recommend to come here. Mexico City is one of the best cities to come for a street photographer. So I hope that you liked this video, and I will come back with other videos very soon. Thanks for joining this. Give a like, comment, and of course follow this channel, because I will give other tips. I will share my experience as a photographer. So this channel is growing up thanks to this audience. Thanks a lot to stay here today, and I see you soon, guys. Good light.